What's going on, everybody? I'm James Zapp.
I'm Jared Gilbert.
And we are here today in Colchester, Connecticut with Joe, the owner of Beard OCTANE. He was nice enough to let us walk around his facility, and we're going to see how the sausage is made here.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. Thank you so much for having us here.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
This is great.
This is awesome.
Yeah, thank
this is
you.
awesome. Kurt, you already kind of walked us through a little bit of it, so
Yeah.
we're excited to get this going. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? How did you get involved in this? Everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm Joe. I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut,
Nice.
many moons ago. And then my parents, we moved out to basically the sticks of Connecticut, if you will. We've been in Colchester for about 7-8 years now. The beard care business, we're coming up on our 5-year anniversary coming up on July 4th.
Congrats.
America.
America.
Yeah, absolutely. America.
US of A.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, just what kind of started, my sister was making beard care products at the time. I was able to start finally growing a beard. She kind of got out of it. I was like, hey, I can make this stuff. Self-taught website designer, Photoshop, started messing around with the labels and then just kind of taking her recipes and tweaking them and made my first testers and then started sending them out to my buddies to test them out. They raved about it, and then some YouTube reviewers got a hold of it, and here we are 5 years later.
Cool. How'd you come up with the name Beard OCTANE?
I wanted something just from my experience in like working on websites. I wanted something easy to remember, very catchy. Just like especially like when designing the logo.
Right.
When you see it, you know exactly what it is.
The red beard.
Yeah,
Right.
the red beard. It's simple.
Yeah.
You can't get much simpler than that.
Right.
Big car guy, just a blue collar, hardworking American.
Yeah.
You know, just wanted something that stood out to the people that want to use our products.
And you were saying before that this is a family-owned business. You have
Yep.
a lot of your family working here as
Yep,
well.
absolutely. Yep, my parents are both retired. They're working here. My wife, she's now full time. We have 5 other employees now. So yeah, we're growing pretty quickly. But
Awesome.
we hand make everything in house, all natural ingredients. So we put a lot of pride into what we make here.
Cool.
So
All right, so
Great.
walk us through the whole
Let's
thing. Let's
see.
take a look.
absolutely,
Let's go
Yep.
through.
So yeah, this
So this is where the
the
magic happens.
This is where it's at right here.
Okay.
So like I said before, we hand make everything in house. This station over here is going to be where we primarily make our butters and balms. Basically, we chop everything out, weigh it out, and then we melt it down in our melting pots down below, and we do all the pouring on this table. For our beard shampoos and conditioners, this fill machine, we just put in a whole new air system now, because before we were doing it by the manual hand pumps, but now with this machine, it's all foot pedal operated.
You said before that you're going to be changing some of this
Yeah,
up. Now
so-
you're upgrading again.
Yeah, so we've been in this building for about a year now. When I first started the company, I was working out of the office, just pouring. I was doing my batch size for beard oils was 6 oils at a time with the Pyrex glass. And
How long did that take you to do? 6.
well, at the time, the orders weren't coming in like they
Right,
were.
right,
So
right.
it's like, okay, but I was making my own labels. I was printing my own labels in house. So if I got an order and if I didn't have it on the shelf, I would quickly make it, and, make my batch. And
Yeah.
so I had to take over the closet and make shelves in there and then put my products in there as well. And then from there, I had to move down into the garage, took up half the garage and then both sides of the garage. And then last year, we just got to the point where we're actually stepping over products and tripping over each other, trying to, we were trying to pack orders on a 6-foot table, and it just wasn't happening.
This place is huge.
Right.
No,
It's
it's
incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we're just over 2,000 square feet, and then with the loft, there's a little bit extra.
Yeah. And we're going to get to that soon. That's really cool.
Should have went bigger.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. We were visually looking at it, but we moved in just before Black Friday hit last November, and we had to get in here. We had tons of space, but you can kind of already see as we walk through here that we're packed to the gills here. So it's
Right.
it's a good thing. I mean, we're blessed. We have an awesome customer base, and it keeps growing. But yeah, insane.
Yeah, so walk us down the line here. So this
Yeah.
is the butters.
Yep,
and
butters
the-
and balms primarily in here, and then our shampoo conditioner machine. This right here is this is basically a cupcake frosting machine. So I used to make our beard butters used to be a whipped beard butter, and then when I first started with the smaller batch, I was hand piping the butter into
Wow.
each jar, by hand. So, but then as we got bigger, doing 50 butters of hand piping, and then just for 1 cent.
That's why your arms are
Yeah, exactly.
nice and big.
Yeah, that's not from working out. It's just from piping butters. With a, we'll isolate that. In the middle, we have all our we mix our fragrances. Just ease of keeping some of the caps here. Up here, those are all caps, bottles.
That whole thing is just caps and bottles?
Up top, those are all caps and beer bomb tins.
Wow.
Down below, those 2 pallets, those are just beard oil bottles. That's about 20,000 beard oil bottles right now. In the middle, that's all plastic bottles, the 8-ounce plastic bottles for our beard wash and conditioner. So before COVID hit, we would, I would get a few boxes, but then COVID hit and we couldn't get any bottles anymore because they were using for hand sanitizer.
Right.
So when I was, paying at the time, 30 cents for a bottle, I couldn't get any bottles. I would have to buy them off of like Etsy for like $2 a piece to try to
buy bulk.
or if not, I had to shut the business down. So COVID was a learning experience for us. And now we go direct with the facilities and we have the bottles all made to our specs and shipped right to us. We keep them on hand. So
talk to us about what we got going on back here. There seems like a lot of chemistry. It's just giving me flashbacks
absolutely.
to high
Yeah,
school
so
here.
we have some different scents that we're working on here. So we have, all these boxes are all different. We have a pretty large size of a catalog of fragrances, if you will. So we do our own mix in here, keep everything to the IFRA standards because, essential oils, you can't put as much as regular fragrance oils because you're going to burn somebody's face.
Right.
It's a lot that goes into us. I was saying before that we are certified by the Consumer Protection to manufacture and distribute, cosmetics. So we hold ourselves to a high standard when it comes to that, especially now how massive the beard care industry is becoming.
Yeah.
You got to stay on top of your game here. So, but yeah, so this counter here also, I mentioned before, we're getting more machinery. So we have a few of these machines we use these to fill our oils. With the nozzle, we'll fill each individual oil. In a few weeks, we actually have a conveyor belt system that's going to have 2 automatic heads.
Wow.
It's going to fill it, and it's an automatic capper because right now we have to cap everything by hand.
That's dope.
Modern day
so-
Henry Ford here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that type of stuff that we're trying to, it's getting to the level where I had to, when I first started was 6 bottles. Now these are 120 each. Now we're having to make a whole box, which like our batch size is now 360.
Nice.
That's incredible.
So yeah,
Just 5 years.
That's
incredible.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So this machine right here, this is for like the safety seals, like inside inside your shampoo bottles when you take the cap off, it has like that foil seal.
Yep.
This machine, you run it through and this will automatically go underneath. You set it to the height of the bottle.
Yep.
And then that'll actually seal. That's what seals those bottles.
Cool.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that kind of like a safety thing.
Yeah.
And this is our latest and greatest label machine.
That's like the biggest machine you got in here.
Yeah. Well, for now. This thing's a cat's meow. This thing's sick. Just load up the labels, send it through, all laser activated, and
How many can you get done in that? How fast does that work?
I could do a sleeve 120 in about 3 to 5 minutes.
Wow.
Pretty much
Okay.
as fast as you can load that thing and it'll put it on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow.
It whips them out.
How long did it take you? You said you've been doing this. This is your 5 years with Beard Octane.
Yep.
How long did it take you? How much trial and error was there before you kind of figured out like, all right, this is the scent, this is the thing? Because I tried doing this myself, and it is a lot of work
It's a lot.
to figure it out.
Yeah, it is a lot because we used to have a catalog of, we're up to like 24 cents. You're trying to cater to the whole spectrum of the men out there that they have their own particular scent that they like, but it gets to a point where you got to realize it's business and there's cost involved, and you got to pick like, all right, these are my hitters, these are the ones I'm going to do. But a lot of like when we're creating scents, it takes months because we'll do different variations of it, always changing the ratios. We send them out to, I think there's 10 people involved in the process that we actually go through testing it, and then we have to make sure that it actually works inside the product that we're going to apply it to. So, for example, what may work in a beard oil, adding that fragrance, if we add it to one of our soaps, the soap may not form correctly, so we can't use it. Or like it may not, it's like mixing oil and water. Like if you add it to like a shampoo that has like a water base to it, it may not mix like how it does to an oil base. So there's a lot of testing involved with that you have to make sure that if you're gonna, especially adding it to our brand, that it works across every product in the lineup.
Are you still trying new stuff out? Like today, are you still trying new fragrances, new
absolutely.
ideas and stuff?
We're always, we try to come out with a scent every quarter, and if something's not performing well, then we cut it back, and we can bring it back as a special release, but we want our scents to be hitters.
And what's your most sought after scent? Like what are people buying the most? What's the scent?
The biggest ones, Liquid Gold, that one kind of put us on the map when we first came out. That's like a birch, like oud, the very like masculine, oud, very masculine scent. That one's very popular. our Grizzly Punch, that collab with Caleb Francis I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a teakwood oak moss. That one's amazing. That's like one of my favorites right now.
I'm an Envy fan.
Yeah,
personally.
Envy.
I love Envy.
Envy
Oh,
is amazing. That bergamot in there, that is unreal. It's like a really good. You can wear everyday wear cologne.
It's weird because you don't really cater your scent to what you like. You cater it to whoever your partner is or whatever.
Exactly,
for
and that's
them
the
to
thing. Like what my favorites are, because we have coffee scents, we have other scents that may not be my particular favorite, but it's some are like most popular scents out there.
Yeah.
So you do have to kind of cater to a wider audience, but we definitely have our
Usually
favorites.
turns out what I like, my wife doesn't like, and
Of course.
That's
you know what I
everything,
mean?
not just
Yeah.
beard oils.
Yeah,
That's everything in general.
It's not beard oils.
That's a different stuff.
That's
you have
another
other
se- that's
issues.
another
Started
segment.
beard oils.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the least of your problems.
Yeah.
Exactly. After we're done with the manufacturing process, obviously, we have our aisles per product. That's pretty.
That was
snazzy.
nice,
I
right?
like
You saw that?
that.
That was
Yeah, it's like,
and
yeah,
Jared
that's
was
pretty sneaky.
excellent.
These guys are crafty. Yeah, so these are our beard oils. And then the other side here are beard butters. Aisle 1, if you will.
So is this where the car guy comes
Yeah,
into play?
so like these cool SAE bottles
this
we
is
call them.
great.
So just,
Yeah.
the cool little look to it.
That's
Little-
much better
little-
too to get it in that, especially in the shower, just the pump.
Just to pump it.
use
Yeah, so that's the thing. We're starting to include pump tops for our bottles, everything like
You
that.
can see what's left.
Anytime I can
Exactly.
pump it in the shower, I'm always
Yeah,
I'm
good to go.
always-
I'm psyched.
Yeah, good to go. I'm pumped.
psyched when there's
Good
pump in
day
the
for me.
shower.
How do you come up with the names for this stuff? Because you have some cool names like America, Grizzly Punch.
Oh, America is America. You can't
Yeah,
go
I
around
mean-
America.
I
And
don't know
plus,
how
we
you
started on
follow
4th of July.
hot dogs and Budweiser.
Yeah, exactly. Just a lot of stuff that we try. We have a whole list of. We always brainstorm, spitting names back and forth that's on point with the brand. Whether it's some kind of mechanical, hardworking, like fabricator and stuff like that. Just different names that are going to jive with the brand and speak to our audience. Like we want those hardworking Americans, like the blue collar guys that they're working in the shop all day and they got to use a shampoo to actually wash all that grit out of their beard. Like that's our audience. Our unscent is a neutral. So.
Yeah, not very creative on that. But.
No,
Yeah.
I
might
want
want
point.
I got neutral.
Yeah, you might want to
So-
rethink that one.
Yeah.
So this is all the washes.
Yep. So
looking
yep,
down
there
here?
are butters over here. We have some. Yep, our soaps over here. We
How are
just
the
get
soaps doing with sales?
absolutely
good?
blowing up.
Yeah.
We were doing a goat milk soap, but then we went to a much more moisturizing bar it lasts longer. This stuff is absolutely amazing. We have there's a cold snap one cold start. Excuse me. Cold Start. I was thinking of the beer I had last night.
Cold
So,
Start. Okay, I see where you're
Cold
going
Start,
now with
yeah,
all
yeah,
the names. I'm
yeah,
getting
so
it now.
Cold Start and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's a charcoal activated, so it's going to help strip all that stuff out of your beard to kind of give you a hard reset, and then put the oil back in.
Very nice.
Yeah. So.
So another thing I want to talk about is I know that I have a bunch of clients actually that use your biotin
Yep.
and your vitamins and stuff like that. How did you get into that game? Two, do you think what are the vitamins you have? How did you get into this part of it? Because I think that's a very unique thing that you offer as well.
Yeah, so we work with an FDA regulated facility. A big part of it because we were always getting asked about them, and sometimes men have a hard time growing, just genetics of growing beard hair. The biotin is it's a vitamin B7. It's going to help you faster beard growth, thicker beard hair. If you don't have the hair there, it's not going to make it grow. Because if not,
Thank you.
I would be
Right.
Yes.
We wouldn't be standing right. We'd be sitting.
I just swallowed 10 bottles
We'd
and
be
nothing
sitting,
happened.
we'd be sitting on
Yeah.
my boat talking about this right now. If that was,
You would.
Yeah. It's like,
You would, Jared.
so that's what the misconception, like, oh, if I take this, it's going to fill in those patches. No, it's going to make the hair that you do have come in thicker that can kind of cover up those patches and make it look like you have a fuller beard.
I appreciate you say that because
No.
I can't tell people. I hate it when
Right.
you see these advertisements saying like, "Yo, you grow a beard. If you can't grow a
Nope.
beard, you
And that's
cannot."
it. There's
You're working
no
with
magic
what you
potion
have
out
and
there.
you're making it healthy
Exactly.
as possible.
Yes.
Exactly.
And collagen. What is this used for?
That's going to be for your hair, skin, and nails, and everything like that.
Yep.
It's going to keep it softer. It's going to help the hair follicles for stronger, help it grow.
And what processes? Sorry to cut you off. What
No.
process is with the? Is there like some kind of process you have to
No,
go through?
it's
with these?
typical. And we also have the gummies too, because
Yeah.
some guys don't like swallowing their pills. So they're little Flintstone vitamins, but they're delicious too. By the way,
I was going to say,
Oh,
do
they're
they
absolutely,
taste like gummies?
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a little mix, but like the really popular ones are like the Beard Fuel, which has a little additional vitamins in it besides the biotin, which is just that vitamin B7. But you can take them together. It's just overall beard health, and obviously a lot of it is diet dependent too. If you're eating like crap all the time and I'm gonna take this magic pill. Oh no,
This is the only hair that grows.
Exactly. But a lot of it comes down to taking care of yourself, and we try to stress that too. Is that you have to like drink plenty of water. You have to have a good diet and stuff like that.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, the stress and all that stuff that's gonna affect your beard hair. Like anything.
I would love for you to explain to me, because I usually tell my clients this. I want to know if my answer is the same as yours. What is the difference between oil, beard balm, butter? Wash and conditioner is pretty self-explanatory in terms of that. But what is the main difference with this? And at what point, at what stage in your beard would you be using all of these?
All right. Because we had this conversation.
We did, yes.
You're very happy at the expo when I told you the correct answer.
Yeah.
So beard oil is not for your beard.
Correct.
It's for your skin.
Yes. Yeah.
So that sebum oil that your body naturally produces as your beard grows, it extracts that from your face, and that's why you get the dry itchiness on your skin. The beard oil is to supplement that, and it's going to help moisturize it. And it's going to get rid of that itchiness and that beard like dandruff, as you will.
Correct.
We always say start out with a good beard wash, because that's going to help strip out all that dirt and grime, and then follow it up by. You always want to follow up by beard oil, and from there, the beard balm or butter. It depends on what you want. The beard balm has a beeswax in it. The purpose of that, obviously, is kind of like compared to like a hair gel or something. It's for styling and hold purposes. So a little beeswax, ours is like a light to medium hold. It's not going to make your beard like a brick.
Right.
It's going to help tame those, tame those flyaways. Whereas the beard butter doesn't have any beeswax in it. But that's going to help. It's going to give you a little more softening, like moisturizing properties. It's going to help tame the flyaways, but not as much as the beard balm.
Right. Now, is there any oil in the balm?
Well, there's the almond oil. There is a little bit of oil in there, but it's primarily made up of different butters.
So it won't dry out your beard?
No, definitely.
It's not like a straight up pomade putting in your
exactly. The beard balm that we have is actually moisturizing, and it goes in light, and it's not going to like weigh your beard down.
Yep.
And you're going to actually like flow, and I actually have balm in today. So.
Yep. What's your scent of choice?
Right now, I've been on the Grizzly Puncher.
All right.
Yeah, that one's been mine.
Very nice.
So,
Very nice.
Yep.
All right, so good. Thank you for explaining that, because I completely agree.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Because I hear people say like, "Oh yeah, I just use oil." I'm like, "That's bad. You probably shouldn't. Like, you're having some issues."
If you're gonna do anything, if you had to take one product, oil, all day, but to complement, I would say piggyback the oil, you're gonna want to use the beard balm or the butter to help lock in that oil and soften your beard and keep it like styled.
And how often do you wash your beard and condition it?
I'll wash my beard depending what I'm doing, at least every other day, if not every day. It's not, our wash isn't necessarily a stripping wash, so you can get away with it. It's going to help moisturize it, soften your beard.
Very interesting. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay,
so
that's good to know about
depending what it is, depending if we have our pine tar soap or like the charcoal activated, if that beard, that's going to actually strip your beard.
Okay.
So from there, you don't want to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Because you want those oils to be in your beard, and it's
right. It looks better that way.
And it needs it.
Again, I usually tell guys if like they're working,
It was the same thing. If you're working,
exactly.
You're doing construction, or if you're going to the gym or something like that. Do you want your beard smelling like sweat and being all sticky? I mean,
do you sell that scent?
What's that?
Sweat? Do you sell gym?
It's called stank. It's coming out next week. But yeah,
look out for that. Look out for that.
Probably coming to a shelf near you.
Yeah, probably in there.
But yeah, I mean, that's guys are like, well, you don't have to. Okay, but I like having a clean beard. So wash your beard. You should be able to wash your beard, because a lot of guys are like, well, I'll just, we have our ads on like Facebook, whatever. You'll have people that are uneducated in the beard care product. Well, I'll just use my girlfriend's shampoo and conditioner. Well, the detergents, everything like that, is going to strip your beard and it's going to dry it out, and it's actually going to make it worse if you use that stuff. Like our beard wash is designed specifically for your beard hair is different than the hair on your scalp.
Correct.
So that's why we made this with the coconut oils, everything like that. It's made to moisturize and soften your beard.
Joe, talk to me. You also have apparel?
Yep.
Which is some dope shit. Sorry, we'll bleep that out.
No, whatever.
Some dope shit.
No, so we have everything from, we have hats, we have t-shirts. We're kind of dwindling down some of the older styles. We have some new ones that are coming out for our spring line, if you want to call it.
Yep.
We have our own custom, got the Colchester, Connecticut right
now. Oh, nice. Yeah, so Connecticut.
So
very cool.
Our stitching, label, and everything like that. So we started going like full custom on our apparel stuff just to really make it ours.
When do you decide? I mean, we're going to get into the beef octane in a second, but when do you decide to put the beef octane or the beard octane on either one? And I also like the logos that they're very similar in the fact. I love that too.
Yeah, that was a part of the process, because obviously the beef octane kind of piggybacking off the beard octane, so we kind of just tweaked it like our characters on the artwork on the beef bags, we'll get to that afterwards. They all have beards or some kind of tie to the Beard Octane mothership, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, just in regards to the apparel, obviously the Beard Octane's a little bit bigger, if you will, at this point. But the beef octane's really taken off, so we'll start coming out with shirts and everything like that for the beef octane as well. Nice. Right now we have the hats and everything. So
let's go talk about beef octane.
Yeah. So we have a company called Beef Octane. So we love beef jerky here.
Oh, it's amazing. I had it.
And so what goes better with beards and beef jerky? So we started. We had nothing else going on, so we started a beef jerky company basically. Yeah. So we have chicken, turkey, beef, and bacon. So we're coming out. We're coming out with some new products. Yeah. So we started that. I'd say 2-3 years ago. We do a lot of. We have a beef jerky truck that we bring to a lot of events.
Do you like call that the beef mobile or anything?
Yeah,
or?
beef bus.
Beef bus.
Beef bus.
You got you. Beef bus.
Yeah, and we got Beefy, the air wavy guy. We call him Beefy. So,
you do have that.
Yeah, absolutely. We put him on, when we go to the expos, we put him on the roof now, so he's just all over the place. He's bouncing off the ceiling. So. Yeah, that's a fun brand too, and we got some new flavors coming out.
Show us the beef. Show us
your beef.
Yeah, you guys want to check out my meat? Come on. Our entire jerky lineup. We're kind of a little bit of a mess, obviously, because we just came back from a huge expo. So let's our mango habanero. If you guys like some hot stuff, a little fresh mango, a habanero heat kick. This stuff is absolutely amazing. A big selling point that every bag comes with a flosser pick, so you can floss your teeth afterwards.
Smart.
Very cool.
So that's a very good selling point.
Do you do the artwork as well?
That actually, I didn't draw this artwork. We have actually a guy I've been working for 3 years now. He's out of the UK, and he does a lot of artwork for some famous breweries.
Cool.
So we give him the ideas, and he goes.
But like you said, it kind of crosses over with
so,
the beard stuff
exactly.
as well.
So all the characters.
Yeah.
You know, the turkey that has the beard and all like that. So
bearded turkey.
Yep. So then we have a best friends jerky. So that actually has we have a jerky for dogs, not from dogs. So
thank you for specifying.
Well, we have people that come up. Oh, you have dog jerky. Well, it's for the dog, not from the dog.
Yeah.
So we have my son on there, and that's both our dogs on there.
Cool.
So,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
But yeah, no, it's our shipping area. Like I said, my parents are retired. They work for us now. They help pack orders. This is kind of like a team effort. We're actually looking to we're going to have to hire somebody to come just dedicated for shipping now, which is crazy to even think that we have to do that now.
That's great, though. That's great.
And you have a lot of, you ship internationally, or
we're over the world?
Over the world, you ship, really?
So the Beard Octane right now, I think we're up to 28 wholesale accounts. We have wholesale accounts in Netherlands, Norway, Dubai.
Wow.
Yeah, we're starting to really expand overseas. Canada, we have one. Actually, we have two over in Canada. Bunch over the U.S. So we're starting
all the way to Dubai.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
cool.
Yeah. It's
wild.
crazy. Yeah. It's unreal.
So when you do this, you also give them a little bit of swag too.
Yeah. So every order gets a card. Kind of explains. It's a thank you from us because we are a family-owned and operated business. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit about us. We have our own mobile app you can download. So it has So it has the information on there that you can do. We get the stickers, the jerky, that has cards for that, and the jerky stickers as well.
So I see brushes over here.
Oh yeah. So this is like our tools area, if you will. So we have oxhorn combs to the Chicago combs, which are made out of carbon fiber, heat resistant. All our combs, they don't generate static electricity.
Very cool.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. Is this by you guys?
No. So Chicago Comb is their own standalone brand.
Yep.
We get them all laser etched with our logo on them. We're one of their partners that we do.
Oh, okay, very cool. Yep.
Yeah, so they're over the world as well. But one of probably the best comb out in the game right now would be in carbon fiber. I mean, you can run this thing over with a truck and it's not going to break.
It's good for barbering.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and up here, this is our loft office kind of lounge type area. We're all business downstairs. Up here, we kind of come up here. We kind of spitball our ideas and just kind of team building, brainstorm.
Collections.
Yeah, if you can't tell, I was a huge GI Joe guy growing up. I probably blew half of them up. You can't find them, but you see how much they're worth nowadays. It's absolutely insane.
It is.
But they came out this new series, so I've been collecting.
You got to learn
them.
when you buy your son something, you buy one for yourself,
and
one for your son.
Well, I was telling James for a laugh. I'm like, oh, they're from my son. It's like, yeah, okay. So just like on that side's all our props and stuff. We do a lot of filming and videos here, so
Yeah.
we do quite a bit here. Everything in house. I mean, you can tell all the equipment. I kind of broke a lot of stuff down. We do our own photography to, editing. So this is our studio room. So we do a lot of our live streams or I would say podcasts, or like we try to get on a live stream at least once a month or so.
Very cool.
Tuesday we're going to be on the CMU. It's a podcast out of New Jersey. So we'll come in here, and sometimes we bring the cameras out into the lounge. We're in a different environment.
That's great.
Yeah, so we do, like I said, everything ourselves.
Well, holy hell, Joe! Thank you so much.
No,
for
I
doing this,
appreciate
man.
you guys
I
coming and
appreciate
finally
you
I'm
getting
coming.
still-
a chance to check it out.
Wow, there's so much to see. The one thing I do want to see is the meat mobile.
The beef
or
bus.
Meat bus?
The beef
bus.
bus.
We have to see the meat
Yes.
bus before we leave.
Yeah, I'll pull
Yes,
the
we'll
jerky
check
truck
that
out. Take
The
you guys
jerky
for.
truck.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it used
awesome.
to be an ice cream truck and down the road because I was looking to get a food truck, but they're crazy money, and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need to
No,
cook
this is
in there.
dope.
I
This
just
is dope.
it's an old U-Haul truck they made into an ice cream truck, and I'm like, perfect.
It was,
That's
it was
all
between the
vinyl
truck or the tape maker.
Oh,
And we went
absolutely,
with the tape, we went with the tape
absolutely.
maker.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a GI Joe or it was a truck. and I
Yeah.
threw it out.
Decisions were made.
Yeah.
So
Well, Joe, thank you so much.
No,
for having us.
hey,
And you are on
appreciate it, guys.
Instagram, correct?
Instagram, TikTok,
Facebook.
YouTube,
Website too.
everything.
We'll
At-
list them somewhere.
at Beard Octane.
Yes. And
Simple.
beardoctane.com.
BeardOctane.com.
Cool.
That's it. Download the app.
Yeah. Download the app
Thanks,
too.
guys.
We're going to go hang out.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
We're gonna go do
Celebration.
Some, yeah.
We're gonna eat some bourbon.
Yeah. Eat some bourbon. Yeah.
Berkeley. Berkeley.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's do that again.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys,
Thanks,
and stay
guys.
tuned for more videos.
Appreciate it.